Hi yogis, welcome to the mat. I'm April, this is Holly. We're going to do some yoga for anxiety today. If you have a set of yoga blocks, bring them with you to the mat. If not, a couple of books, pillows, or blankets will do. Grab your blocks, I'll meet you on the mat. We're going to start in a supported fish position. So the first one of our blocks we're going to set on its lowest setting, just like a pillow. The second we will set also on the lowest setting in between the shoulder blades. Just place them on the mat in an approximate position, and then we come onto our backs, just finding this first block. We want a position where we can feel the shoulder blades opening. Now, if you'd like, you can make an adjustment with this first block, make it a little bit higher. Take a moment to get comfortable with your neck here. Arms can relax beside the body, or hands can be on your belly. We also have an option with the legs. You can extend out in a traditional Shavasana style, or if you'd like, you can take a butterfly position with the legs. So soles of the feet together, allow the knees to open. Sorry, Holly. Once you've found a position where you can be comfortable for a few moments, relax the eyes closed. We'll just begin breathing. Start with your natural breath. Just notice how it feels as you arrive on the mat. Notice any sensations you may be experiencing. Sometimes anxiety manifests in our chest, our throat, sometimes also in the belly. So give yourself a moment just to notice what's happening, what you may have brought with you to the mat today. Let's gently start using a square breathing technique. So as we inhale for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause with the lungs full. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause with the lungs empty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. If you're a visual person, you can imagine drawing a line with the breath. Imagine a square starting in the bottom left corner, rising as you inhale. And as you hold the breath, imagine that line moving across to the right. Exhale, lowers the line down to the bottom right corner. And pausing again brings you back to the beginning. Take a couple more squared breaths. And when you're ready, gently flutter the eyes open. Before we make movement, just remember that we're set up on props. Place the hands beneath the knees for support. As you bring them in, we'll lift ourselves up using the support of the forearms. Roll first to a cross-legged seat, then roll forward to an all-fours tabletop position. And from all fours, you can either have the soles of the feet on the mat or tuck the toes, whatever's most comfortable. Fingers will be spread nice and wide. On an inhale, soften the belly towards the mat. Spread the collarbones open, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck the chin, round it in. Inhale, soften. And exhale, round. One more time with your cat and cow. And when you've completed that, tuck the toes, prepare to walk ourselves forward for a bit of a mini down dog or a down dog prep type motion. So we'll walk onto the forearms, send the hips up and back, toes will be tucked. Walk the forearms slightly farther forward, release the forehead towards the mat, press into the fingerprints. Extend the arms, open the shoulders. It's a great option for down dog on those days maybe when you have a little less energy, if you've already been through a lot. Just something more gentle to get you started. Create a little space in the chest and shoulders. And press back up, all fours tabletop. Fingers spread wide, hands beneath the shoulders. Toes will tuck now. Walk ourselves back into a nice toe stand. And I say nice, meaning it's beneficial for us, more so than that we love it. Take a peek at the toes. If all 10 toes are not making contact with the mat, give them a little love. Encourage them to get there as much as possible. With this stretch, we're activating the undersides of the feet, part of the body we sometimes forget about and don't pay attention to. So let's give them a moment to stretch out. You can place a hand on the belly, hand on the chest, close the eyes, just take a couple of breaths. Allow the breath to move the hands out when you fill the body with air, and in as you exhale. Open the eyes, walk yourself forward. If it feels good to shake out the bottoms of the feet, feel free. We'll prepare for downward facing dog. 10 fingerprints press into the mat, tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, straightening the arms and legs. Gaze moves in between the feet. Take a moment to bend the left knee, lowering the right heel, and bend the right knee, lowering the left heel. One more time through, bend the left, and bend the right. Come on to the tiptoes. Just see if you can allow both heels to lower at the same time, both legs to come toward a straight position. Then nice and gently, we'll walk the hands back toward the feet. Take your time getting here. Coming into a standing forward fold. You can take a bend in the knees here if it feels good. If you're bending the knees, press the torso against the tops of the thighs. That way we're getting the length in the spine. Even if we don't have the flexibility in the back of the legs just yet. Then nice and gently, we'll walk ourselves forward, coming onto the knees and lowering the chest all the way to the mat. Lower the tops of the feet, release the forehead. Place the hands slightly wider than the mat. Press down with the fingerprints. And as we inhale, we'll take a nice gentle back bend. And exhale, lower. A couple more times. Inhale, we lift, pulling the chest forward, creating length in the low back. And exhaling down. And one more time. Inhale lifts us up. And exhale, lower. Tuck the toes. Place the hands beneath the shoulders. Press ourselves up onto our knees first. Then place the knees open wide. Soles of the feet together. Set the hips back to the heels. And sink into child's pose. If it feels good here, you can revisit that square breathing. Inhaling for 4 counts. Pausing with the lungs full of air. Exhaling for 4 counts. And pausing with the lungs empty. Whatever feels good. Whatever allows you to feel grounded, to feel connected to the breath, to the body. Before we leave our practice today, let's just take a moment, press yourself up to tabletop, and choose either your left or right side to roll onto, supporting the head with one forearm. And just a brief moment in the fetal position before we transition ourselves back into our day. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today.